What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Madison, and I'm back with another video. Don't mind my face. Don't mind my face. I know I look like I've been crying and I sound like I've been crying. I just had a little mother moment, I guess you could say. Because my little baby is not here. He had to go have surgery, and you know, no, I don't have like a real human baby, but I mean Winston. Most of y'all know Winston. He is not here because he had to go have surgery, and I'm like really just upset because I miss him. I really do. I forgot what I came here for. Like, I never even thought, y'all, I never even thought that I would start back loving dogs, because honestly my experiences with dogs have always been pretty negative. Like, when my dad used to get dogs, we didn't ever like get a chance to like bond with them or nothing and stuff. That was always outside, and we was inside. We never like could go outside and like play with them and stuff like that. So, you know, we really didn't have no feelings towards them. It was just like, hey, whatever, we got dogs in the back. But so Winston is like, he is my first dog, me and Naya's first dog, because like I said, the other ones weren't ours, they were my daddy's, and it stayed that way. So yeah, and I just never knew that I would ever love a dog so much. And now I realize, like, you know how people get really upset, you know, when like their dogs pass away, God forbid, whenever their dogs pass away and stuff like that. I see how they get really upset, because like, you know, dogs become an important part of your life, you know. Like, you know, if you're lonely, they're always there to help you out, and you know, just keep you company and be there for you, be there with you and stuff like that. If somebody is messing with you, you know, they're there to protect you. And it's just so cute and so sweet to me. Like, I never would have thought that I would feel this way about a dog, but I do. I just love Winston to death. But it is 9:58 a.m. It's a Friday. I got out of school super early today, so I have a lab on Fridays, and usually we're not supposed to get out until 12:30. We usually get out around like about an hour earlier, or like 30 minutes earlier than that. But today we just went in. We took our test and we left. So yeah, so I wanted to take y'all with me the other day to go get my nails done. They're really pretty. I think y'all can see them or whatever. I hope y'all can see me, because I got this camera slanted. But yeah, I have been wanting to make this video right here. This whole thing is about like how I've been learning to put my faith and my trust in God, and like, you know, just let him come through. Because, you know, lately I have been, you know, going through things, and I'll just say, like, you know, people in relationships, a lot of the times they feel like, you know, you feel like you don't want to be in it anymore, because, you know, of just whatever your reasoning may be. You know, y'all argue too much. I mean, I don't know, whatever your reasoning may be. You know, you feel like you want to leave, but you feel like it's more comfortable to stay, because, you know, you don't feel like going through all that change, and you don't know how things are gonna plan out or what's gonna happen. Okay, so that's the easiest that I can put it. But my whole thing is, what I have learned is that, first off, in life, we need to be open to change. Because if you go through your life and you are just, you know, you conform to this right here, and you want to stay to this and this, you know, all throughout your life, first off, you're going to get hurt, because life is about change. You change in life. I mean, I've changed. I mean, I'm changing as we speak right now. You know, I'm not the same person that I was a year ago. You're gonna change in life. Some change is good, some change you don't feel like it's so good, but I mean, you just have to live it out to, you know, see what it really means. And the other thing is, you have to look beyond that. You know, look beyond the fact that you and your boyfriend broke up. Look beyond the fact that the person that you used to call your best friend is not your best friend anymore. You have to look beyond things, and you just have to understand, and you have to know, and you have to realize that God does every single thing that he does for a reason. And you know, he just does everything that he does it for a reason, and we have to trust him. We have to believe in him. And when you ask, you pray, and you ask God to help you. Okay, my whole thing is, don't reject the help that he's giving you. Don't reject it, because I mean, you asked for it. And then my whole thing is, if you're asking, Lord, please help me with this right here, okay, he's going to send you signs and things. You know, like I said, if you feel like you're in a relationship and you want out, but maybe you feel like it would be better if you just... Okay, y'all, my camera died, so I'm sorry. I'm just on here, but I forgot where I was. I think I was talking about, like, you know, it may feel like it's better to stay, so you don't have to put up with, like, everything, like, you feel like it's done, it's run its course, and the other person don't feel the same way, or they just want to stay for whatever reason or whatever. You have to trust God. That's just the main thing. And I mean, like, sometimes a thing that I was going through, again, I was learning to trust God and have faith and actually do what he was telling me to do. Another thing that I realized is that your heart your heart and your mind, sometimes they want two different things, but you have to tell... You know, you have to tell whichever one is telling you to do the right thing. You just have to be on that note. Usually your heart is going to tell you to do the right thing. Your heart is like, you know, thinking in the long run, thinking in the good terms, like, you know, it's just done. Don't stay here. You know, just move on with your life. And your mind is like, but what if you stay, you know, just right now, just call, just work it out and whatever. But sometimes it's beyond working out. You know, sometimes you just have to say, I'm young, I got my whole life ahead of me, and, you know, I just don't have time for no mess. You know what I'm saying? So when you're praying and you're asking God to help you and stuff like that, and, you know, the person is like constantly texting you, calling you, telling you, oh, I want to work this out. Oh, I wish we could be back here. I'm sorry, you know, all this, you know, whatever stuff. They're trying to get back on good terms. Your mind is instantly going to tell you, look at what he's saying. Look at what she's saying to try and talk to you. You know, go with it. Go with it. But you have to look at the signs that Jesus is showing you. How many times have they said that to you? How many times have they apologized? How many times have y'all been, you know, arguing? How many times have you been sitting up, you know, just, you done missed out on, in my case, 18-year-old things, because, you know, you're here arguing like you're married, like you grown with old, grown, bad problems. How many times have you been through this? And, you know, God, that's him. He's talking to you. You have to listen. You have to open your I wish I open your mind, but yeah, you do need to open your mind. You need to open your heart, and you need to, you know, listen and remember what you asked for. And that's the thing. I think a lot of people, like, they go to pray and they don't really know what they're asking for, or either they'll get it and then they're like, well, I'm not ready. Well, I mean, hey, I mean, you asked for it. But in all, you have to trust God, because honestly, y'all, like, these past couple days, I know y'all looking at me right now, y'all think I'm sad. I just miss my Winston. I'm gonna get him back later on today. But beyond that, honestly, I have been so happy. I met a friend at work, and we are, you know, becoming like this right here. You know, a friend, a real friend. Like, and, you know, who would have ever known that at 18 I would meet another friend? You know, that I actually feel like it's my real friend, because I'm 18 years old, and I'm telling y'all, I done been through a lot of friends, and if you know me, you know that. But, you know, you have to trust God. And, you know, he set that up, you know, so, because he don't want us to be lonely. He don't want us to be hurt. He feels our pain. He hears us when we're crying. He sees us when we're crying. Every tear, it says in the Bible, every tear is recorded. Every heartache is recorded. He's going to make up for that. And he's going to heal you. But you have to trust him. And you have to be able to say, you know what, whatever, I'm gonna give this to God. And, you know, I'm just going to let him work it out. I promise you, you trying to work out your problems in life when they're meant for God to work out, it's just not ever going to work. Like, sorry to say it, but you're never really going to be happy. You'll be, like my friend told me, temporarily happy, but you won't be happy forever. And that's just that. I mean, I'm not on here to bash nobody. This is not about nobody. This is about God and trusting God. You know, when you have things going on in life and stuff like that, I'm telling y'all, you have to trust him. Like, when I stopped wanting to fight and I stopped wanting to, you know, just feel like when people came at me wrong, I just had to, you know, snap back at them. Don't get me wrong, I still have my moments and stuff, and I have to reel myself on back in, you know, like, look at what all you've been working for. But when I stopped and I wanted to change, I'm telling y'all, and I wanted to not only change, but I knew that I couldn't change by myself. I knew I couldn't, and I never would have changed by myself. I knew God had to help me. And when I took on him over this mess, I'm telling y'all, that's like the best thing that ever happened to me. That's the best thing that I ever done. And once you take on God, I'm telling you, nobody can come disrespect you. Nobody can, you know, tear you down and make you feel like you're less than what you are, because everybody is everything. And the people in the world have a way of trying to tear you down, but it don't have to be that. It don't have to be that at all. My word or lesson or message to all of you is to just trust God. Just trust him and, you know, pray. Trust him. And when he's sending you signs, as much as sometimes you may, like I said, you feel like, oh, I don't feel like this change right now. I want to go do this. I mean, really, it's not always about what you feel, because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say this too, and this is real stuff. Y'all need to hear this. He's sending you this stuff for a reason. You're asking him for help for a reason. You might feel like in the moment right then that, you know, wait, maybe I do want to work things out. Baby. You done got this far to where you done involve the Lord, and where you are, you know, asking for help from the Lord and stuff. It's for a reason, and clearly God is trying to direct you to somewhere else and something else in your life. You can't receive those blessings if you're steadily putting up with something that he does not want you to bring it to the next chapter of your life. And I mean, that's just that. So you have to trust God. You got to be open to change, and you just, you know, you have to pray more and worry less. I know y'all see that all the time, but I see that post all the time on Instagram, and I'm just like, yes, yes. And y'all probably, you know, you probably think I'm like, I don't know. Some people probably, you know, like, well, I don't ever see Madison posting pictures in a church dress, da 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 da. It's not about that. I promise you, it's not. Like, me and my journey with Christ, you know, is I don't have to go out here and broadcast it to everybody. You know, I done changed. You know, they see it. They see it, and it's not about me trying to prove it to everybody that I'm going to a church, or that, you know, I don't know. You know, people got their own standards of, you know, things nowadays. But I'm telling y'all, it's way beyond that. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I listen to God now. I talk to God. And, I mean, that's just that. And I'm changing. And I like the path that I'm on. And, you know, that's that. And I don't ever want to go back to the old me. And a couple months, maybe some years from now, I'm not ever going to want to be in this spot again. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a good way. I want to be better than how I am right now. You know, I want to get to the point to where, you know, I can walk in a room and, you know, just try to be bringing so much happiness and stuff to the people in that room, and it's that negative person out there. And I just want to be able to, instead of telling them to leave, I just want to be able to help them. Believe it or not, I really do. I'm dead serious. But like I said, it's not about me proving it to nobody. It's between me and God. That's all it is. I'm just here. I'm sharing, you know, advice with you all, because I feel like you need it. And I feel like when God does things for people and stuff like that, it's for us to tell. It's not for you to hold in, you know. You get healed of cancer. He don't want you to hold that in, you know. Some people be at their wits end, feel like they finna take their last breath, and boom, they up, they out, they gone. Like, what is cancer? What is that? What is gonna hold me back from, you know, living my life and stuff like that? That stuff needs to be told. You know, because there's people out here on their breaking point and feel like they're just about to fall over, feel like nobody cares, nobody listening, nobody else going through struggles like them. I'm telling you, people are going through struggles every day. Everybody don't talk about it. Like, I don't get on here talking about my struggles, but I'm telling you what you need to do. But this video right now is at 9 minutes and 43 seconds, and it's counting. So I'm about to go ahead and get off here. I gotta go clean up, y'all, and then I'm gonna edit this video, and I'm gonna try and get this video up as soon as possible. But yeah, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up and give this video I would say some likes, but that's the same thing. Comments and subscribe, and yeah, bye y'all.